sacred totem stay my hand, for I long to slay the filthy human skin. You speak to the spirits before I get too buckish.
Sea goblins, revere me with a jolly jig. Enough. Go and rest. Drink spirit wine. To me, my goblins, gather round your totem. Dance for me, goblins. Revere me with a jolly jig.
It's heating up.
Enough. Go and rest. Drink spirit wine. What have we here? One of two. The two of one. The torn of time. Oh, I know all about you. Clueless outcast, more than you know yourself. Among these faithful minions of mine, you may stay unharmed. You may leave unmolested, but only if you indulge me. I wonder, don't you know? Reflect on that which was, is, and shall be. And I wonder how you would respond to a few hypotheticals, if hypotheticals indeed they are. around your totem. Fall to earth in reverence of this totem. Now stand and fall to earth in reverence of this totem. Now then let us begin. Say you meet two soldiers on a strip of beach. They impede your way, the discourteous drunks. Do you accept their orders to accompany them? Or do you stay true to your course and damn their lives? To me, my goblins, gather round your totem. Fall to earth in reverence of this totem.
I would accept their orders.
So would I.
Now say you meet a starving man. He is eyeing raw fish on a merchant stall as if it were the world's greatest treasure. Do you slap his hand bent on thievery? Or do you close your eyes to his lawless intent? To me, my goblins, gather round your totem. Dance for me, goblins. Revere me with a
I would
jump.
slap his hands.
So would I.
And finally, say that you meet a creature in distress. A beast of burden, perhaps. Wounded while protecting his mistress or master when they were assaulted by lonely bandits. Do you go to great lengths to save it, even though it doesn't concern you in the least? Or do you leave it to die and become carrion bird supper?
I would leave it to die.
So would I.
Oh, shameless liar that you are. Your actions and words clash like water and fire into the midst of discord. Hear the spirits speak, my goblins. Kill this serpent heart with serpent tongue. Die for me,
This
my
totem leaves a nasty taste in the mouth and a vicious slitting at the back of the mind. I smell demons.
drink, great spirit rock.
Back on my feet again.
Faithful arrow, seek your target.
my strength with the full force of my convictions.
Glory in this death. I've been struck low.
Rise from your grave to aid us.
make short work of this scum.
Feeling hot under the collar.
To me, my goblins, gather round your totem. Fall to earth in reverence of this totem. Now stand. What have we here? I wonder, don't you know? Then let us.
I would accept their order.
So would I.
Now say you.
I would slap him.
So would I.
And finally,
I would go to great...
So would I.
you have answered me truthfully. You who have been ripped from the ages. Your words do not belie your actions. Hear the spirits speak, my goblins. It is not to be speared, this creature. It may freely dwell among your kind. Go and rest. Drink,
This
spirit.
totem leaves a nasty taste in the mouth and a vicious slitting at the back of the mind. I smell demons.
Bonfire.
Once more, the filth talks, your wagging tongue. I may just roast it whether the totem likes it or not. I, insolent and ignorant pigskin, am Sadakandras, chief of goblins. I am the totem bearer, the lord of earth and sky. One day, all the world will bow before me and whisper my name in reverence. That wretched insect is who I am. Sadakandra village. Ha! This is a tribe seat. This is sacred ground. The only reason you still live is because the totem will so. I would make you a slave, just like all those other humans. The ones sent to us by Orc Bitch Tilda. She, Hoghide, is chief bitch of worm weak orcs in Hunter's Edge. Go there, yes, go, and she will make you orc bitch slave. Grovel, little.
In reverence of this totem now.
Did someone leave an oven door open?
In reverence of this totem now stand. For in reverence of this totem now stand. Enough. Go and rest.
Our great totem has welcomed you into our fold, it seems. In that case, I am pleased to offer the monkey face a variety of top quality goods.
Peace!
Regale me with a jolly jig. Enough. Go and rest. Drink spirit wine.
I can defeat them all in one blow. Breaking bones!
Blessed may you be by all seven gods, dear champion. But for your timely intervention, I would have ended up in either an orcish cauldron or the goblin slave pen, whence these thugs were ordered to march me. I'm from Hunter's Edge, a hamlet to the east of here. Heed my advice, and stay well away from that pitiable place, for no human may walk there freely anymore. The orcs came in the night, and we stood as much chance as chickens would, locked in a hen house with a pack of starving wolves. Not to mention that our champion Medora had already abandoned us. Those who escaped their initial frenzy, eluded their horrid hunger, were all enslaved. I myself was en route to be sold as a slave to the goblins, but those idiot orcs denied to pay a troll their eternal troll toll. Needless to say, a fight ensued. A fight that brute of a troll won with flying colours. We Merry Three were the only ones to escape the carnage and taking a bit of a breather. That is to say, the fight had made my orc guardians hungry once more. Had Pudgy Pete survived, it'd have been skinned and chopped by now. Regular devils, these orcs. Go ahead. The goblins have been the masters of Silverglen's mines for a while now. Took it by force. From what I hear, the erstwhile miners back in the village have no idea their brethren from Hunter's Edge are being forced to slave in their lost quarry. The more fool them. Ask me not why it has been the nucleus of such strife, for I haven't the foggiest. In truth, I don't intend to find out either. Thanks again for freeing me, dear champion. I'll make a dash for it to Sy Seal, and hope the undead there have grown sluggish enough for me to slip by.
I knew that man, comrade. A fine fella he was. It gladdens me more than you can imagine to see he escaped Hunter's Edge, even if he's found himself in other straits out here. Still, it's no wonder he blames me for what happened there. Well, it started like any other day, comrade. I told you before, and this much was true. Hunter's Edge was a quiet place. There hadn't been a peep from the Phantom Forest in nearly a century, and save the occasional drunken orc wandering in from the west, there was nothing for any of the townsfolk to fear. I was on patrol one sunny afternoon when I stumbled upon a pair of scrawny orcs building a fire. Bellowed at 'em to get, but they went for their swords instead. Well, I made short work of 'em, but I couldn't find their tribe insignia anywhere. What I did find was a deep red, apple-sized gemstone in one of their pockets. It was warm in my hand and seemed far too fine a treasure to belong to an orc. You and I both know that now, but then my senses were dulled by years of peace. I'd grown soft. I was foolish. I figured it to be an oversized ruby, and it was the worst misjudgment of my life, comrade. Their kind never did take a shine into such finery, so I assumed it had been stolen for its trading value. I pocketed the gem and planned on sending it up to Academy North for the Order to deal with. All was peaceful back at the village, all was quiet. If only I'd known then. If only I had paid attention, had seen the signs. Night had only just begun to fall when they surrounded us. It could only have been a few dozen, but they swarmed like hundreds. Those of us who resisted were immediately cut down. I watched the blood of innocent villagers spill into the streets. I saw their bodies hit the ground. People it was my job to protect, comrade. I made myself promise that night, comrade. Never again would I let another sign of source pass me by unnoticed. Never again would I fail in my sworn duty. It's a promise I intend to keep. Let's discuss it another time, comrade. It ain't easy for an old bear like me to greet these ghosts. For now, maybe we ought to soldier forward. Plenty to be done around these parts, eh? Ready to advance? Ready to defend?
Short work of this scum.
alien aspect approaches. Go on, my boy. State the ancient demand.
Tall troll.
Well nigh correct, my son, but not quite.
Troll.
You come very close in your approximation of the venerable bid, my boy, but a tiny flaw distorts it still.
Troll.
Capital, my son. Most excellent. I'm very proud of you indeed. Now then, dearest wanderer of Lucula's leaf-strewn lanes, you have heard our inviolable command. Pay us, trolls, the toll that is our prerogative, and the bridge shall be yours to cross. I am Bridgekeeper Archibald, and this wee cherub is my dear son, Amadeus. I'm in charge of his education, and will see to it that one day he shall become the greatest bridgekeeper ever to have voiced the hallowed tenet. Troll toll, yes, so he shall. So he shall indeed. Ask them, and I shall answer. Those clubbed unfortunates over yonder, they did not pay the toll, traveler. And to be clubbed, I'm afraid, is the fate that indubitably befalls those who do not heed the infrangible doctrine that is troll toll. Because our king deems it equitable that we should do so. His word is law amongst us trolls, and by extension, anyone who travels through his lands, the woods of Lucula. They say only one of your kind has ever met him, and even that is but a rumor. Maradino is the name this exception went by, a sorcerer. Know you, so quit that grimace of eccentric character. I was told he had a lair upon Lucula's desert plain, but have never seen proof myself. All for the better, I believe. For should he have stood in the presence of the king, his presence would have been snuffed decisively and brutally.
Bang!
With a bang indeed, Amadeus. Now then, my boy, please acquaint our aspirant bridge crosser with the quantity of the toll they must pay.
The toll is 1,000,000 gold coins.
Indeed it is not, Amadeus, as you very well know. Greed is a vice, my son. It is a vulture most vile that preys on virtue. Cast it from your soul and restate the pecuniary levy we desire with all your heart's honesty. 1,350 coins, please, traveler. 1,350 coins. How very base and discourteous. This underling denies us our primordial privilege, tramples the sacred words of wisdom, the pious parole that is troll toll. For this we cannot stand. Say it, my boy. What?
We go clubbing!
Life royals within these veins.
song! Annihilation!
Sweet relief.
We've come too far to resist such foes! Grass beneath trembles with my power. Stop our justice!
For you!
I feel like I've just had a long bath in a cold lake.
The lout will get away! Do stand up!
Him! Right clean!
Daddy! Stand up, Daddy! The lout will get away! Do stand up!
Seems like these trolls have been busy of late.
They must be powerful indeed to overcome so many. Orcs and humans both.
The deer casts a fearful glance at you. It opens its mouth as if to speak, but no words escape. With great sadness in its eyes, the deer nods and points its head toward the east. Yonder dwells what took its voice, if indeed this animal is to be believed.
Ahoy, traveller! Let me salute you with true ovine spirit. Welcome. I'm Bruce, ram, roamer, and reveller. Revel in what you ask. The beauty that is Doreen. That is this sweet, nay, this cherubic cow. The cutest of her kind ever to have moved. Why, yes. Do tell me, have you ever beheld a bovine belle as elegant as her? No, for such a cow does not exist. Would that I could partake in the privilege that boar of a bull enjoys. How cute and woolly her offspring would be.
A shiny day to you. Delighted to make your acquaintance. Your interest in my modest person truly flatters me. My name is Doreen, and this is my husband, my flame, my love, my Valentine, Maurice. Oh, Maurice, darling, do be quiet. He never bothered to master the human tongue, you see, and is therefore wholly incapable of indulging in this delightful conversation.
No.
Yes, that'll do, Maurice. He's just so excited, don't you know, as am I, to go to the golden pastures of Silver Glen. Roy, our owner, has been going on and on about how all of us will soon be in a better place indeed. Your interest in my modest person truly flatters me. Oh, Maurice. Yes, that'll do, Maurice. I'm told Silver Glen consists of rolling hills where the grass grows thick, succulent, and so very rich that even four-stomached creatures like ourselves can never go hungry. Maurice is simply ecstatic. You sure love your daily grass, don't you, honey bunch? Isn't he adorable?
Sup, mate? I'm Timford, mate. Badass buck. Wood?
We should go before they come back and decide to have veal for lunch.
Howdy. Lovely day for a romp through the forest, ain't it?
Corn calf, thank you very much, which is something I do not intend to share with a famished goblin.
Like hell. Goblins round here swarm as thick as flies round my cattle's asses. Put an axe in my bodyguard's face, one of them did. Right where his big drunken nose used to be. So, you wish to partake in a polite little parley about our respective prospects, purposes, and expectations in life, do you? Rotten, cotton-picking nonsense, that. I'm Roy. I'm in the animal trade. And instead of knocking back cheap rye in Silver Glen, I'm stuck in a friggin' forest surrounded by totem-worshipping savages that want to use my privates for target practice. There. Now you know it all.
You do have a tendency to state the obvious.
Aye, my latest set of merchandise. Joy to herd 'em, that lot, until they crap all over your shoes, that is. Won't cost me fortunes on bootblack's wages much longer, though. Bought 'em for cheap from Berkshire back in the city, and I'm about to sell 'em dearly indeed in sacred stone. Full of lunatics, that place, or so I've been told. They'll slice these beasts from ear to ear the moment they can get their hands on 'em. Use the blood in rituals or some such. Lunatics, right? Madman. Must you?
For lunch.
Donnie. Bah, some thug from Seal he was. All balls, no brains, you know. Perfect set of qualities to lead me past them zombies, I figured.
Such legs she has. Such such delicate hooves. No other creature in creation can compare.
Figured right, I did, until we met them goblins. Now, you can have balls bigger than that bull over there, but it takes a fair bit of wit and cunning to beat a goblin at the hunting game. And Donnie, I tell you, the simple soul would have believed you if you told him eggs grow on eggplants. Not but your typical mining settlement is Silver Glen. You know the kind. Rough and tumble shacks, rough and tumble workfolk, and a handful of women that let their petticoats drop to the floor the moment they see a shiny coin between your fingers. No kidding. Ferocious as a hungry mountain lion, that lot, with swords and spears for talons. Donnie and I must have adventured too far north. I'm just gonna hang low until I can no longer smell him, and then I'll make a dash for it. Without an escort this time. Oh, you'll provide protection, will ya? Be my paladin, my knight in shining armor. Like hell you will. You with your fancy weapons and armor, you rattle like a gypsy's wagon. Every damn goblin between here and the friggin' moon'll hear us coming. No, I'll get out of here soon enough by my God's damn self.
So this cat is leading these beasts to the slaughter. I say we slaughter him.
Some of us enjoy a nice red steak with our human ale.
Stand back, puny human, or I shall sear you with the eternal flames of the mighty Drog. Fear the wind of my wings, quiver before the might of my razored talons. Blasphemy! Do your imperfect eyes fail to recognize my true nature? A rabbit I may be without, but a dragon I remain within. Even an eternal creature of legend and myth needs a vacation from the limelight now and then. Sometimes it does one good to hop about among the clover without one's every waking moment remembered in song and story. Be gone, weakling!
Quickly, before my audience disperses. I can't seem to convince Mrs. Hollingsworth there to choose a tale. Would you mind doing us all the honor? I'd be harrowed to sing to you of Brachus Rex, the last Source King. Delighted to sing of Astarte, the fallen goddess of the Source. Terrified to tell you of Babe Oape, the Hag of Death. Our first friend, shall it be? Astarte, mother of the Source, who reared us and vanished. The greatest mystery. Yes, and so I sing. I shall now sing the story of Astarte, revered goddess of the source. Oh, how mighty, yet oh, how fallen. Astarte was born of the godflower soon after the coming of light. She shot up like a weed, and within a week of her birth, Source had formed inside her. A strange thing happened then, and everything that lived felt better. Strange, yes, dear listener, but it was as true as it was simple. Stronger were they made by Source. Faster were they made by Source. They glowed in health, and they felt in joy. Astarte thus was loved. Man came then, and he grew knowing only Astarte's love, the many ways to give it and receive it. It was a love affair for the ages, existence and Astarte. Source sang through every fiber of life, and life revered Source in kind. But like all love affairs, it was soon spotted by doom, and its days were quickly numbered on doom's dreadful fingers. In time, as must everyone, Astarte faltered. How she fell and why we know not, but we know that suddenly Source was changed. Those who would heal had to kill to do it. Those who attempted to meditate upon Source, those who would once commune with the goddess, went mad. Where did the goddess go? Only the divines know. Her temples alone remain, her temples and the sick Source that plagues us now. Oh, how mighty, oh, how fallen.
Oh, do you hear it, friend? The forest music hums, buzzes, falls and rises like waves, like starlight through the atmosphere. Imagination, friend. It's imagination that transforms this music into the surreal. Perhaps my music can help you unlock your dreams. Perhaps one of my compositions, a portentous melody, yes.
As the councillor's breath rattled,
Feeling hot under the
forward
collar.
she bent, her ear to his
Oh, very sorry. I shouldn't laugh. It's just next God's Day is going to be very eventful for the likes of you.
out her vial. She tipped it
Profess? Hardly. Who can stand those dried up old windbags with their podiums and their gavels and their big curly wigs? Wait, what were we talking about?
Mine! She shrieked, her charm collapsing. Every mourner gasped, leapt from grief to terror, and shrunk away from the gleeful hag. She pranced upon the bed, lifted her dingy tunic over filthy knees, and jigged like one possessed. And as she
Yes, Source Hunter. I do not profess to see the future. I simply do. I am the knower of secrets, the conveyor of fates, and have been since the age of 2. I'll have roasted rabbit for supper next week. My firstborn, Charlio, will arrive on a clear-skied afternoon, and in 7 years' time I'll inherit a pouch of gold as big as a dragon's egg. All this assuming, of course, you do not fail in your mission. Well, certainly not the whole story, if I'm perfectly honest. A rare event indeed. Some threads are missing from this particular cat's cradle, but I've worked out the major details. It seems, Source Hunter, that the fate of all of us mere mortals rests squarely in your hands.
kept sick
Your
time.
truth is a grande dame, Source Hunter. I'm sure your jumpy, impish friend would quite agree with me on that point.
A high-born fool.
And I'd like the voices in my head to quit their mewling, but they insist to me as I'll insist to you. Money talks. 6 secrets I may have for you, Source Hunter. Granted, you can pay the price. That depends. How much have you got? Choose carefully, Source Hunter, for I can only consult the heavens for you a single time. One mustn't become too greedy regarding fate. No. A glut of foresight can drive one rather batty indeed. If you meet any wanderers, Send them our way, won't you? My priceless collection of life ceramic infants won't grow itself, you know.
Noble source hunters.
Baking like
Think
a
she
cake.
sees the
future, does she? Ha! Think
But
she'll
would you
see it
have
coming
guessed
if I
he was
slap
once
her
a
upside
wee
an empty head?
Apple-cheeked
Will you
to
if
die,
I slap
and that he
yours?
loved his twin sister as the moon does the sun. They were forged by their very souls, the twins, and neither desired to live in a world which the other had flown. Yes, Brachus Rex was once but both these babes, dear listener, had the blood of sorcerers in them. Cassandra resisted, but Brachus fell. Down the Source King fell, down the rabbit hole of dark magic. But Cassandra tried to pull him, but not easily. Soon his outflowing
What's this? I found something.
I can't keep up!
defiler of lands, destroyer of cities and dreams. Finally,
Toasty.
You have my welcome. Now give it back and scarp her.
My Dory.
Don't just stay in
That
the
derriere
room.
is dry.
It's
Me daddy. Dear me, it is happening! The void, the darkness, dear me, time lies in tatters! There's this place, this pit that lies to the north. It is a rift of chaos, an epicenter of a time and space-devouring force. Void demons are besetting Rivellon, and the storms of chaos are shuddering through our own dear homestead. Demons creep through the rift. They must all be destroyed. Not just any demons. Void demons. They are impervious to attacks with weapons or magic that any creature of this world can muster. But they have one weakness. For their simmering presence has permeated this area through and through for a long time.
Tenebrium, that is the answer. The black ore that is dark as the void itself. Arm yourself with this foul material, and you shall be able to shred their bloodstone that controls their portal. The rift is the portal through which the demons seep. There is blood magic at work here, and he who says blood magic says immaculates. A bloodstone fuels the rift. Obliterate it, and the rift shall close. I've scouted ahead a bit and seen that 3 paths, or what passes for paths, lead to the center of the wasteland that lies before you. To the left is an encampment of Immaculates. Yes, they're but Immaculates, but their weapons look sharp as shark's teeth. So don't barge in like cats at a dog's wedding. The central path is a big no-no too, brimming with demons. I really wouldn't recommend it. Which leaves the right path, which may not be the right path at all, for it is deceptively calm along its trail and positively overflowing with magma. So basically I can offer you 3 options, all of them as appetizing as pig feed. And yet you'll have to swallow your portion whole. If not, the end of time will be swept into the void and Rivellon with it. They exist beyond the normal continuum of time. They are here, and they are sweeping through the winds of chaos at the end of ages, shredding what they find. Unless they are defeated, your home away from home shall sink into the maelstrom of oblivion piece by piece. Do what you can, my friend. Do not falter. All depends on your prowess, and our homestead won't grow an inch until you've solved this dire matter.
By the looks of things, it seems we're heading towards Hunter's Edge, the town where I was stationed before I met you lot. Before we get there, you should know the whole yarn. What I saw there, why I fled. Yes, comrade, I fled a coward bearing the insignia of a sauce hunter. I think so, comrade. Even though you might never look at me the same way, I hope I won't lose you as compatriots. We, the villagers and myself, were corralled in the town square. The orcish queen sauntered into the middle, proud of the chaos she'd created. She screamed if we knew why they had come. Slowly, she approached me and leaned close, her hot, foul breath like fire on my face. With one hand, she clasped my throat. With the other, she reached into my pocket and pulled out the gem I'd taken from the orcs I'd killed earlier that day. I was a thief, she said. I'd taken something dear to her, and I had earned punishment. I thought she'd destroy me right then and there, But she did something worse. That's right, comrade. And I was soon to find out why. She brought forth one of her soldiers, a larger orc I'd never seen, and he was covered in black, gleaming armor. She placed the stone in his chest plate, and something happened. He transformed into something I'll never forget. She made me watch as she sent villager after villager before the great transformed beast. He crushed them all, one by one, each more gruesomely than the last. He seemed to revel in the work. I could do nothing, comrade. I couldn't save them. I couldn't help them. I could only watch. Don't you see it's already over? Don't you see it's too late? These orcs weren't out for riches or land. They only came for blood. No. All that's left in Hunter's Edge is a debt to be paid, comrade. And I intend to collect it.
Southeast to Hunter's Edge, north to incomparable suffering. Well then.
Southeast it is. For now, at least.
one whelp at a time. You'll pay your toll soon as I'm through knocking this loudmouth back in line. The fool thinks he can slip 6 warm bodies past Rumble for the price of 1, he does. Lousy bomb, may as well thieve from King Gungia's very coffers.
If I've said it once, I've said it more times than a troll can count. Warm bodies do not people make. We are free immaculates and free slaves, and I won't empty my pocket over chattel.
This sounds like a matter of opinion. These two ought to resolve it on their own terms.
No need to insert ourselves where we don't belong. Good day, gentlemen.
Enough. I'll not let this idiot troll or his idiot king hinder the goddess's affairs a moment longer. In her name, I bid thee fight.
If I've not got any gold in my pouch, you'll not get any head on your shoulders. Rules are rules, chicken bones. If no one pays, everyone dies.
Play the blubber from this fool. I can't make a candle.
Consecration!
Call the power to aid me.
Second, I am restored.
unending darkness.
I can take you all with one shot. Just watch.
Stitch of time, eh, my friends? Back on my feet again. You were right there!
In this death. I feel better already! Vanquish them!
Stay back, my friend.
the earth rise to meet us.
Breaking bones! Your enemies are my prey, Source Hunter. Oh, how I'll sing of your entrails.
Back on my feet.
What's that gleam?
Sweet relief.
Stitch of time, eh, my friends?
Birthday?
The hen who shares her feed receives a greater second helping.
It never rains, but it pours, eh?
Oh there. A word of warning, wanderer, afore you continue on your merry way. See these corpses here? Be a good fellow and take them as a hint that this town isn't the pastoral little paradise it once was. Ah. Immaculates, orcs and humans both, have taken Hunter's Edge. Its villagers are now slaves in the mines to the west, or they've been bled dry of their last drop of life, reduced to mere fuel that must light the wicked candle that is bloodstone. Long as you live in the limbo between coming and going, though, why not have a look at what I have to sell? You'd be surprised to see what a scouring skeleton can gather together in a dying town. Yeah! Well, don't go round angering immaculates if you want to keep your vitals intact. Though perhaps it won't be very long before they have a stab at one another's vitals instead. I have the feeling there's trouble brewing between the orcs and the humans in there, and who can blame 'em really? Just ain't natural for 'em to consort, I say. Only good orc... Well, you know how the phrase goes. Can't say I remember who I was before the change came over me, but these days I'm a travelling trader of sorts. There's an immaculate necromancer in the village ahead. She's the one who brought me back from, well, wherever I was. She's an especially bright one, you know. Most necromancers can only revive a dead corpse into an animated one, but she manages to yank back some semblance of consciousness too. I don't remember much, but the thrill of trade certainly calls to me. Maybe I was a merchant in my former life, who knows? These days, most undead are busy haunting Sicil or picking the way in the Lucula mines. But I keep a low profile and stay out of sight. Haven't been bothered by an immaculate yet, and I hope to keep it that way. I know the weapons of which you speak. I've even hidden away a piece of one myself. I had planned to pass it down to my son, but well, maybe you could make better use of it now. Is that one of them lovely Baywater belts? Oh, no, false alarm. Just a few yards of intestine. Now I miss my nose. It must smell like delicious spit ropes around here. How did a spleen get lodged in here? I don't mess around with these immaculates. Burnt, ruptured, trampled. To think I could have made a fortune selling all of these to a whimsical taxidermist. I wonder what the orcs want with all this bone. Make a chandelier, most like. And a very ostentatious one it'll be. I spy 2 little eyes, all smashed to bits against the wood. Pity that. An intact finger. Just what that deviant of an orc was looking for.
Warm as dragon's breath. Hey,
Oh, I could do with a cold drink.
Come on.
I hope your quest fares well, dear hunter. I'm watching on with weary eyes how the Immaculates strike again. They've gone from shedding blood among their own to recruiting orcs and cutthroats to do it for them. From what I can tell, the village of Hunter's Edge is this cult's most wretched victim. It was once a quiet sort of village. Families and small-time merchants mostly. Recently, it was targeted by a tribe of orcs waving the Immaculate banner. Their leader, Grutilda, is known far and wide for her cruelty and cunning. She oversaw the murder of countless villagers and used their blood to fuel a great number of bloodstones. Once they were dead, they were reanimated as undead corpses and sent to work in the mines of Lacula. By order of Leandra, the orcs were joined by a tribe of humans from the northern peaks of Tanneroth. A band of male warriors are they, and they devote allegiance to their leader, Jarl. Jarl arrived with his own formidable supply of bloodstones, which means his tribe has been operating under directions from the conduit for some time. Where once they ransacked for base pleasure and material gain, now they do it by the will of the goddess. These are far from the blindly devoted Immaculates of Silverglen, however. The orcs and the humans here alternate between bitter fighting and hostile peace. Personally, I believe they're best exploited through their rivalry. Get them to fight each other, and you can stand on the sidelines and warm yourself upon the flames.
You can speak. You don't look like a tribesman or orc, but I suppose I can't be certain. Then again, I've never heard of a dark soul gifted with the speech of the wild. Jinxica is my name, and until recently I lived a placid sort of life among the people of Hunter's Edge. The baker might leave me a bit of milk left over from this breakfast. The barkeep stroked my back between filling glasses. I had many friends here, but none so dear as a little trio. A married pair and their daughter, employed by the wizard to keep his home. They spent many long hours squashing fleas that plagued me and shared their warm beds with me each night. If you come to this village to help and not to harm, you might be able to save those 3 kind souls from the orcs that have invaded. Ugh, such misery in our sad town. A kind but private man he is. He set up his home here several years ago, but never remained there long enough before jetting off to tend to some matter or other. The Dark Invaders seem very interested in him indeed. They've been skulking around outside the house since they arrived, but not even one of their filthy vermin can penetrate the wizard's protective enchantments. Would that an invasion were all! They destroyed every crumb of life they could find and sent their filthy rats to seek out those who evaded them. Each life they took infused their strange stones with power. Their queen glowed with delight as a parade of victims were slain before her. It was as though she was taking in a beautiful song. The human tribe came shortly after. They had their own supply of the glowing stones, and the orc queen took no easy liking to them. Still, it seems they are working towards some similar goal. They haven't destroyed one another. Yet. Oh, that bothersome old Tom. No, he and I are hardly friendly, much less friends. I've much more important things on my mind than him and his incessant pestering. They've survived this carnage so far by concealing themselves most cleverly. I've done my best to guard their hiding place from the slime-bellied rats, attempting to sniff them out. But I fear my efforts aren't enough. Until the village has been rid of vermin, those 3 sweet souls may be found at any time. Savages by savages employed. The orcs have one among them. The rat catcher, they call him, who claims to have trained rats to do his bidding. They've swarmed the place in search of hidden villagers, and unless every last one of them is split from tail to snout, they're sure to find my friends. But you're not like the brutes inside those walls. No, you approached me with hand, not boot, outstretched. Perhaps you could help me. With these rats running about, it's only a matter of time before my friends are caught. They must be squashed, every last one of them. I've done my best so far, but there are simply too many for one set of claws to handle. With your help, though, with your help, it could be done. The rats gone, my friends safe. I can slip through these walls as I please, but you'll need to find your own way into the village. And remember, my friend, kill every last rat you find, or 3 dear souls will be lost.
Baking like a cake. You there, Flatlander. Stay at your business. I suppose any one of us within these walls can trust a believer in the goddess's way. And boy, are you in for a treat. We've given this town a real immaculate treatment, I tell you.
Way to address your betters, I know. Stand up and face me, boy. One-on-one.
If you're looking for the leaders around here, you've got 2 to choose from. Jarl, the chief of We of the Mountain, and Gratilda, the gnashing orc she-devil. I'd tell you to enjoy your stay, but I don't think you're here for the fun of it.
Soaked to the skin. Comrade, did you hear that? It sounds like these Immaculates are at odds with the local orc savages. We may be able to turn this to our advantage. I'll keep a sharp eye out for anything we could use to nudge these factions closer to chaos. If we can get them to destroy each other, we'll kill 2 birds without even having to pick up a stone. Nothing would please me more than seeing Hunter's Edge cleared of the scum that destroyed it. I may not be able to undo the past, but together we can dole out justice for those who've suffered.
Ripped to sweat, Scatty. Poor fellow. Living in fear under the great Gratilda boot.
Go on then, Frogskin. We'll see who'll end up beneath those boots.
Is that what you call those thimbles on your toesies?